Hello and welcome back to another live Merlin Q&A session with my friend Mario. And today we're going to be breaking down some very exciting updates in the crypto market, as well as some exciting updates in regards to Merlin, the smartest way to track your crypto. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Merlin allows you to create an exit plan. You can track all your assets in one location. And the best part about it, 30 days completely free. Click on the link below or head on over to merlincrypto.com. Now, Mario, there's another underappreciated aspect of Merlin. That's security. If you travel a lot, if you're in airports, you don't want to open your wallet. You don't want to open your exchange in an airport. One of the easy ways to track your crypto portfolio on the go by leveraging the Merlin application, because God forbid, but if somebody hacked into your Merlin, zero access to your cryptocurrency. Very important to note about our protocol. Before we get into any of this stuff, Mario, first of all, how are you feeling? Thanks for being here. And listen, a lot of fear in the crypto markets. I'm hoping Mario brings some hopium. I don't know. The floor is yours.
I don't know. I don't know about bringing hopium to the crypto markets, but I'll bring hopium to Merlin. That's for sure. But I'm feeling great, Ab. Super excited to be here. It's always great to get to do these live streams with you to talk about Merlin and all the good stuff we got going on in Merlin. But then also, obviously, showcasing the features. But most importantly, as the title of this stream is, a live Q&A. So for anybody who has not joined one of these before, welcome. What we do here is we go over Merlin, we go over whatever the team's been working on recently, new features, updates in the company. We also showcase some of the stuff that Merlin can do for you. But then we also focus on answering questions. So I am the head of customer experience at Merlin. So I talk to consumers every single day. I talk to our users every single day. And so what I'm here to do today is help answer any questions that anybody has. So from whatever platform you're joining the stream, click that comment section and send us a message with any questions you may have throughout the live stream. And we'll address them live. For anybody that's been here before and that watched us before, welcome back. Super excited to see you back here. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's it, Abs. Let's get this show started today.
Pretty exciting, guys. And there's a lot to break down. But just remember, the time when this market is boring, that's the time to create your plan for when we hit euphoria. If you wait until the market gets some positive momentum to create your exit plan or your profit plan, you're going to be acting emotionally. You're going to wait for some of these higher price targets. But during these boring times where the market is just trading sideways, maybe even down and sideways, those are the times when you're emotionally, prepared to create a profit plan. And that's what we always advocate for. Don't wait for euphoria. Create your profit plans today. But with that being said, Mario, it's been a anti-euphoric market. And so for our listeners, what we wanted to do is provide a little bit of insight in what Merlin is going to do to help our community profit when we go into this bull market. And when you think about assets like Bitcoin or XRP, which most people own in the Merlin community, these are assets that get extremely volatile extremely quickly. And last year, we got a great example of this. Back in November of 2024, Bitcoin went from $60,000 to nearly $108,000 by December. XRP went from 50 cents to nearly $2.80 in value. If that type of momentum hits the crypto market, it will be the smart investors that take profit and have a plan that will end up capitalizing and realizing a lot of those gains while they're in there for that short speculative one that we've been predicting, guys. Mario, I kind of wanted to kick it over to you, and then we'll dive into our topics for today.
Yeah, you're spot on, Habs. The market behaves very emotional and or makes people feel very emotional. And, you know, one of the things that we teach here at Merlin is having a plan. It's the ability, Merlin is the ability for you to see everything in one place, simple to understand. You can see how your portfolio is doing across the board, different exchanges, different wallets, all your assets aggregated in that way. And then we give you the peace of mind to where you can create the strategy so that you know exactly what you're going to be doing when prices hit whatever they're supposed to hit as per your strategy. So you were talking very rightly. And, you know, we can see here that price goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. In the macro, obviously, we start to see a better trend as far as that's concerned. But, you know, for the asset class of crypto, guys, we've been on such a great uptrend here. Look at this. And I think that the next few years is going to be a continuation of that uptrend. So whatever has been happening over the past couple of weeks, it's nothing new under the sun. It's something that happens in these markets constantly, time and time again. And so in the grand scheme of things, once we're in 2026, 2027, 2028, we're going to be looking at a chart like this, and we're going to be seeing that continuation on that uptrend is going to continue. Adoption is coming. We don't even have regulation yet. We don't even have regulation approved yet in America. So adoption is coming. And along the way, you get to use the best tool that is out there to track your crypto, to keep yourself accountable with an exit strategy, which is Merlin.
Right. And one thing that institutions do that retail investors do not do is they enter these assets with a plan to exit, right? They buy Bitcoin at $50,000, they anticipate they're going to be taking profit at 150 grand. And Mario, if you go back to that Bitcoin price chart just really quickly, if you look at what's happening here from a macro standpoint, it's higher high, and then higher low. And so we've seen that pattern play out since 2023. We had that initial high of 25,000, consolidated to 18. Then we went all the way to 70 grand. We consolidated back to 50. We went from 50 grand to north of 100, consolidated back to 75. And then we went to 125. And now we've consolidated all the way back to $98,000. Well, I don't have to be a genius or a TA specialist to figure this stuff out. What comes next? If this pattern continues, it's a higher high. And we can debate how much higher it really goes, because some people think 180, some people think 140, some people think 250, right? My anticipation is, if you look at the Fibonacci's, $140,000, that's that pivotal new high that I'm going to be keeping an eye on. And I think if you just look at the structure, maybe that's where we end up sometime in late 2025, early 2026, but it's anyone's best guess. Again, the advantage here, knowing what's coming, taking profit while it's in the market, because eventually we do go into a bear market, and we should all be prepared for that. Mario, we do have a major update in regards to customer service with a lot of Merlin users here. Feel free to share that big news, and then we'll continue.
Yeah, thanks, Ab. So this week, guys, we officially extended our customer support hours. So ever since we launched back in late 23, I believe it was, we have been offering 4 hours Monday through Friday. So 4 hours per day, Monday through Friday, where you could reach our team throughout the day. So you could call us. We would have live representatives that would be able to take your call 4 hours throughout each day throughout the week. So super excited. As of Monday, November 3rd, we've expanded to now offer 1 extra hour per day. So we're at 5 hours Monday through Friday that you can reach our team. One thing we've also done to make things more consistent for our users and also for us as a team is we've made it to where the hours are always the same Monday through Friday. Before, we used to have Monday and Tuesday being different to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now we're consistently 12 to 5 p.m., 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. So super excited about that, because again, it just shows the expansion and our continued commitment to offering the best customer support. There's a lot of trackers out there, but I can tell you one thing: there is no other tracker that offers the customer support at the level that we offer here at Merlin. We go to the extent of, you just joined today, you started today with a free trial, meaning you didn't even pay for anything. You're on day one, haven't paid, we haven't received any money from you. We will get on a call with you and help you set up your entire account. That means we're giving you our time to help you maximize your value out of the platform that is Merlin, without expecting anything in return. If you love it, which I'm sure you will, then you pay us 30 days later. So that's the commitment that we give as a company, and that's the commitment that we give as a customer support. And I'm super proud to represent that team, and I'm super proud of the Antonio and Mikey, two of the members that work with me in the customer support team. Shout out to them, because we are changing the way in which apps, crypto tracking apps, provide customer support to their users. So big shout out to the team. That's a massive update that we wanted to provide you this week.
Agreed, Mario. And you know what's interesting is that even some of the largest exchanges on the planet, like Coinbase, for example, they'll either outsource their customer service to somewhere outside of America, or they're going to give you an automated AI system. So Merlin's already way ahead of the game. And like you said, it's guys like you who are in the customer service actually helping people. You're not going to see that anywhere else, right? So take advantage, guys. Like Mario said, 30 days, completely free. If you head on over to www.merlincrypto.com, it is not $19.95, so you don't need the 3 W's anymore. You can just type in merlincrypto.com into Google, and it will come up right away. But in regards to some of the other things that Merlin can offer, guys, news, tax estimates, track all your crypto in one location. Those 3 big advantages really separate us from some of the other crypto trackers. And I think knowing what's in the pipeline for this app, Mario, we got some really exciting things in the works as well. But go ahead. Sorry, floor is yours.
Oh, no. I was just muting so I could jump in whenever needed. But
okay, perfect. Sorry. I was going to say, if you think about what Merlin's really doing, we're becoming that one-stop shop for all of these different features of the crypto market, right? You want to track news, you'll be able to do that. You want to get tax estimates, you can do that. You want to track all your crypto transactions or the value of your portfolio, you can do that. And you can now obviously create an exit plan, create a profit plan for yourself so you can take advantage when these gains come in. Now, remember, guys, this is a live Q&A. So anyone who has questions or comments, throw them in the chat. We're going to incorporate them into the stream. Kyle Roberts commented, LFG, Merlin, Ab, Super Mario, Johnny, Super G, Coach JV, XRP. XRP, my friends. Coach JV, XRP. That rhymes. Pretty cool. Shout out to Kyle in chat. And once again, the big thing, we're going to keep providing updates. That's the best part about Merlin. It's not a finished product. We are continuing to evolve and listen to our users, figuring out what they want, and then applying that to the application. But Mario, pretty broadly, what's on your mind? And then we'll get into that article we have prepared.
Yeah, I mean, as a team, we've got a lot of great stuff that's in the works in the background to, again, continue to improve Merlin. We've got some partnerships in the works. We've got obviously feature advancements that we want to introduce into Merlin, solidifying the fact that we are the smartest way to track your crypto. But from anybody that's new that maybe hasn't checked out Merlin, this is what your typical dashboard would look like. Once you connect your wallets and exchanges, which we make super easy just by going to this add assets and then having this connector tool here that allows you to easily select the wallet or exchange that you're trying to connect. And then we give you the ability to connect to that wallet. We provide you the instructions. Some of them are easier than others. Like we're going to have a video coming out very soon where I show you how you can connect to exchanges like Coinbase in under 30 seconds. It's really cool. So in under 30 seconds, you can have your Coinbase wallet, for example, and it works for others as well because it's a simplified process. You don't have to go through APIs like some exchanges like Kraken, but you can connect your exchange in less than 30 seconds. And then you wait a few minutes and you have all your assets imported into Merlin. You can see a lot more information that some of these exchanges don't even provide you, like a better calculated cost basis. And when I say better calculated, it's because a lot of these exchanges will give you a cost basis, but it's not properly calculated. So we give you a more accurate cost basis calculation. We show you your daily percentage gain. We show you your daily dollar gain or loss. We show you total gain. And then we give you the ability to create the exit strategy. And if you connect other wallets and exchanges and you have this, a coin that you also had in Coinbase, well, then it aggregates everything. So you don't need to, on a daily basis, open up your exchange and wallets. And not to mention, because Abs mentioned it earlier in this in the show, raise the risk of security by accessing those exchanges, accessing those wallets. Maybe you're on the go, so you're on a public Wi-Fi and you're opening these wallets and exchanges, and you're opening yourself to become more vulnerable. While with Merlin, we have no access to anything. So when I just showed you that you connect your Coinbase, it's a read-only permission. We do not get access to being able to make any changes on your account. We cannot move your crypto. We cannot sell your crypto. We cannot buy your crypto. We can't even see your account information. Like we can't even see your name. What we're getting is read-only access to be able to see your balances and your transactions so we can display it in your Merlin dashboard. So how much safer is that when you're out on the go and you want to see what your portfolio is doing, and all you do is you tap that Merlin icon on your phone and you check your accounts. So much easier, so much more secure. But I think we had some questions in the chat, right?
We did. We just had one question here. Thank you to Joe. He said, when will it be available in Europe? Mario, I'll defer to you on this one. Any plans for a European launch?
Oh, absolutely. We have plans for global, but for right now, so it's not that Merlin is not available in Europe. Merlin's a website. Right. So we do have our mobile apps right now. It's just Android. iPhone app is coming very soon. That is obviously going to be limited to the region. So anybody that's outside of America and goes into the Google Play Store, you won't be able to download Merlin. It's only available in the US Google Play Store. And then the same thing is going to apply for the iPhone app. You will have to be inside of America to be able to download it from the App Store. But as a web app, right? So you go to merlincrypto.com. and you click either try free or log in, it's available as a web app. So that's available globally. Now, what I like to tell people is if you're from outside of America, you can still use Merlin as long as you're okay with seeing balances in US dollars. That is literally going to be the only restrictions, right? And maybe we won't have some of the global exchanges because right now, since we're catering and just tailored towards the American market, we only have the exchanges and wallets that are predominantly used by the American markets. But as an outside of America user, you can 100% still sign up. You can 100%, again, if you're comfortable with seeing stuff in US dollars, then you can still sign up, which most crypto people are, because crypto is primarily denominated, the value of crypto tends to be primarily denominated in the currency US dollar.
Agreed, Mario. So again, it is available in Europe because it's a web application, but all your balances will be US dollar denominated. That's really the big key difference there to remember. And guys, we do encourage you, if you have any questions at all, please throw them in chat. We are going to begin wrapping up today's episode, but Mario, the big thing that our listeners should understand about what the advantage is for using Merlin, having realistic expectations and tracking your entire portfolio in one location. Now, Joe said, thanks. Big shout out to Mario for the great response there. And Joe, if you have any additional questions, we're here to answer those. But Mario, think about what the difference is between Merlin users and everyday crypto investors. Realistic perception, right? We know where we're exiting. We're not worried about the emotional part of this market. We're just worried about, do our targets get hit and do we execute when they do? If we're able to complete those very simple tasks, we're going to be operating at an 80% advantage, because 80% of retail investors have no plan to exit this asset class, have no plan about when they're going to be taking profit, if they're taking profit, where they're taking profit. All of that can be figured out using the Merlin application. I think that's the big advantage that we provide here. Any remarks there, Mario?
Yeah, it's like you said, Abs. So we give you the ability to connect all your wallets and exchanges, see everything in place. And then we give you the ability to create something that we revolutionized. We were the pioneers of this tool, which is the exit strategy tool. And what the exit strategy tool is just you having a plan. You as an investor knowing exactly when you're going to be selling, when you're going to be triggering your positions in the crypto space. And then we do, which I like to consider one of the most important parts, which is holding you accountable. We can all create a strategy, but if it's on paper, then are we really checking the paper? If it's on a spreadsheet, are we really checking the spreadsheet every day and making sure that it's updated? Well, with Merlin, since it's connected to the markets and it updates real time, you're going to get a notification, as you can see here. If you have the app, if you don't have the app, then you're going to get an email, holding you accountable for your strategy. It's going to tell you, hey, you created this strategy and you said you were going to sell this much at this price. Well, here it is. We reached the price. Now go in and execute the sell. Now, I know what a lot of you are going to say. Can Merlin sell for you? No, it cannot right now, but it is the intention for us to get to that point where Merlin will be able to auto execute. So right now it cannot. It does just give you the alert so you can go in. What a lot of people do is they create the strategy in Merlin to hold them accountable. They go into the exchange, they set up the limit orders so then it can automatically hit, auto sell when it gets there. So it's a tremendously great tool and our users love it. And we just started gathering some feedback over here on Trustpilot. And so far people are giving us really good feedback. It's been great to hear. Every time we jump on support calls, it's always awesome that I would say 8 out of 10 people will literally spend 5 minutes talking about how much Merlin has helped tracking their crypto and just help them with crypto in general. So it's really good to hear the community's feedback. And we love what we do. And we're just glad that the public and our users are loving Merlin as a crypto app.
Somebody asked, how can I set a higher limit order? I use Coinbase and they only let you set a limit order at a certain percentage higher. Well, I think he's asking if you can set a limit order for a higher price than is currently trading at on Coinbase, right? Is that kind of what the question is getting at there, Mario? Is that your interpretation?
It sounds like it. I'm not familiar with you having that kind of limit with Coinbase. Maybe when you're using the regular Coinbase side. So what I guess, it's not Merlin related, but from a personal perspective, I would just say try the Coinbase advanced side, which is where you're getting that more technical view of Coinbase.
Completely agree. I do want to give a huge thank you, guys. We do have 250 people here. If you had any questions, comments, throw them in the live chat. If you enjoyed this content, hit that like button. I want to give a special thank you to Mario. And again, check out Merlin, 30 days completely free. You get access to every single feature, and you do that at merlincrypto.com. So check it out today. You get to take advantage of every single product that we offer completely free for a 30-day process. After 30 days, you will get to decide if you'd like to continue being a partner of ours. But Mario, any closing remarks and we'll bring it home.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, merlincrypto.com is where you can get started with a free trial. If you get started and you need some help, hit that chat button on the bottom right corner, reach out to our team. We can schedule a call. We can get you all set up and going. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions whatsoever, drop them in the chat for future episodes. Let's end it.